Joshua Van Sleckman here with your main newscast, your third and final major newscast for today, January 27th, 2021. Good evening to you. In late 2019, the Energy Department had announced that it would be processing a consultant to conduct a 2D and a 3D seismic survey offshore Guyana so that a better understanding can be had of the nation's oil and gas potential. But more than a year later, this exercise is yet to kickstart. The survey was seen as critical, as it would help to determine whether the large acre Guyana offers for the offshore exploration and the subsequent development should be taken the same size of the reduced. The Energy Department had even stressed that the survey was vital and it would help Guyana offer packages that would retain more value than before. While Guyana continues to move at a snail's pace on this matter, its continental neighbors are wasting no time in using the news of its discoveries to propel more defined studies. After engagements on Monday with Guyana's Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation Minister Hugh Todd, along with Venezuela Foreign Minister, they both pledged to work on the early release of the 12 Guyanese fishermen and 2 Guyanese registered vessels that were detained by the Spanish authorities on Thursday last. Venezuela's foreign minister was said to have conveyed concerns regarding how Guyana has been handling the case thus far. Moreover, he assured that the crew members were being treated with the utmost respect of their human rights. At the request of the foreign minister, Minister Todd told the Venezuelan minister to undertake to pursue their early release. Both foreign ministers agreed to the importance of mutual respect in relations between the two countries. The Child Care and Protection Agency is investigating the alleged rape of a 15-year-old girl. This is according to the head of the CPA, Anne Green. It is understood that last December 19th, the suspect and the teen were invited to a party in Caneville, East Bank, Demerara. The woman, who wishes to remain anonymous, said that at the party, the teen asked her to follow her to the shop. On their way to the shop, the woman said that she asked the teen her age and why she is smoking. According to the woman, the teen told her that she is stressed. The woman said that the teen explained that at nights when her mother is at work, the suspect would allegedly rape her. And Guyana's development partner, the World Bank, on Monday announced its approval of $13.5 million for a loan to Guyana's education sector. It said that the money is for the ongoing secondary education improvement project. The bank said that Guyana's financing from its International Development Association is interest-free and includes a grace period of 10 years. The Secondary Education Improvement Project page on the World Bank website shows it dating back to June 4, 2014, when the bank approved a loan for Guyana of $10 million. It states that $9.12 million of that commitment was disbursed as of December 31st, 2020. Anti-corruption advocate and attorney-at-law Christopher Ram is of the firm belief that former public infrastructure ministers David Patterson and Annette Ferguson should be expelled from Parliament for their involvement in a multi-dollar gift-buying scandal spanning several agencies previously under their control. Ram stated that the recent revelations of the gift-buying scandal is quote-unquote quite frightening and begs the question of whether the practices of purchasing exorbitant gifts was one that spanned other ministers in the previous coalition government. The incident, he said, had several implications, particularly as it relates to David Patterson, as he currently sits at the head of the Parliamentary Public Accounts Committee. Eco Atlantic Oil and Gas Limited, one of the joint venture partners of the Orange Juke bloc, announced yesterday that it has created a new company which will be focused on catering to the needs of the rising renewable sector. The new firm, called Eco Atlantic Renewable, was established in partnership with the Nepcoal Capital Partners Limited, a renewable energy developer and investment company. Together, the duo would be using the new cooperation as a vehicle to source, acquire, and develop an exclusive pipeline of high-yielding, low-cost solar projects. Eco Atlantic Oil and Gas owns 70% of Eco Atlantic Renewables, and the remaining 30% is owned by the Capital Partners Limited. A Linden youth was beaten on Monday by an armed bandit after he chose to throw his cell phone during a robbery. According to police, the young man and his 18-year-old friend were approached by the two bandits, both armed with guns, around 22 hours at Fox Hill Foot, Linden, when the men held him at gunpoint. His friend became fearful and allowed them to take away his phone worth some $21,000. The young man, however, took his cell phone and threw it away in a neighbor's yard. Police were told that one of the gunmen became annoyed at the youth and began beating him with his gun, leaving him injured. Cops are on the lookout for the armed bandits. And finally, at this time, we tell you that part Stabroek Block owner Hess Corporation has set aside $70 million from its 2021 exploration and production capital and exploratory budget of $1.9 billion to finance unannounced further development phases that should be. Hess said that the money was set aside primarily for front and engineering and design work for future development phases on the Stabroek Block. Last September, even before the co-ventures, ExxonMobil, Hess and CNOOC got approval for the Payara development, they were sure of swift approvals for their endeavors under the production sharing agreement. And with that, we've come to the end of your main newscast right here on Kaieteur Radio 99.1 and 99.5 FM. Let's remind you that you can get the full details of these stories and much more by picking up a copy of the Kaieteur News at a newsstand near you, or head across to our website at kaieteurnewsonline.com. I am Joshua Van Sleckman. Thank you for joining us. Have a great remainder of your Wednesday evening, and encouraging you to join us at 19 hours 20 for the Wednesday edition of the Glenn Lal Show. Immediately after the news, it'll be time for a rebroadcast of the National Outlook with GHK Lal, after which at 19 hours 20, it will be time for your Wednesday edition of the Glenn Lal Show.
Want value for your advertising dollar? Then place your ads on Kaieteur Radio's newscasts. Streamed live on 6 different mediums, reaching hundreds of thousands. Advertise today and watch your dollar grow. Call us on 225-8465 or 226-8210 today.
Good morning and good day. GHK Lal on Kaieteur Radio 99.1 and 99.5 FM. Welcome to the midweek, Wednesday, January 27th edition of the National Outlook. Health system can be overwhelmed if Brazil's new COVID-19 strain spreads here. I have to talk about COVID. We have to revisit the pandemic and its potential for harm here. We know that this thing started in South Africa, and there are strains of it in South Africa and in the UK. And we hear now of a strain, a mutation, which is being said by the Deputy Director of Research at Brazil's state-run Oswaldo Cruz Foundation, Felipe Naveen, that the new variant was concerning and its origin was undoubtedly from the Amazon region. This is right here. I mean, the Amazon region is pretty vast, but it's not far from us. It's not in the Far East. It's on our borders. So